Welcome to Classic Heart, the BMW Group Classic podcast. As usual, this is JP, and my guest today is Mikołaj Szczepankiewicz, and I cannot say it correctly, and it's very difficult for me, so my apologies to everyone in Poland. Mikołaj is a passionate classic mini enthusiast from Warsaw, a super active member of the Mini Club Polska, and part of the team bringing the international mini meeting to Poland in 2026. And we will find out why Mikołaj, following big dreams in a small car.
This car is the most honest car you ever see.
It's been a dream ever since I've had it.
The first time I heard that engine screaming, I thought, I gotta have one of those.
It's the joy of driving.
What's great about a BMW Classic is the community that surrounds it.
When you listen to that, that's why we're here.
Welcome, Mikołaj.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure. It's Mikołaj, not Mikołaj, but we can stick with Mikołaj. I already used to that, when I spoke to
I would try my
foreign people.
I would try my very best to say Mikołaj.
Oh, perfect. Yeah,
Very good.
100% bullseye.
But anyway, we want to speak about Mini because this is your
Sure.
big passion. Your home is Warsaw, the capital of Poland. You grew up, obviously, in Poland, I assume.
Yeah.
And we all know the Polski Fiat, which we love.
Yeah.
The 125, I think. What is it?
Well, 126.
126, exactly.
125 also is the 125 is also there, but this is the bigger one, totally different car.
Exactly, you're right. So, and they were built in license, so you had small cars on the road going. But what was your first encounter with Mini?
My first encounter with Mini, it was not actually the car, but the series on the TV. It's like the Mr. Bean. I don't know if you know
Of
Mr.
course.
Bean, but probably everybody knows
Absolutely.
who Mr. Bean is. And again, it's not about the movie, but about the series. Yes, so this the guy, and of course in this series, Mr. Bean, the Mini car was like the big part of the series. Yes? So I already saw this little car and all the things that this guy Mr. Bean did with that car, So it was always somewhere there, in the back of my head, yes, that I love this car, yes.
I mean, this car is super famous for one thing. When he sat down on the roof in his comfy chair and steering the car from the top. I think it's a black and yellow Mini.
Green Mini with black roof.
Exactly, something like that, right? And I mean, this scene, and actually I saw the car lately because I was at the collection of the BMW Group Classic, and there was one of the cars there.
Yeah. So it's always like that you have, of course, when you're buying the car, like the classic ones, yes? So you're buying like the cars that go from the factory, but also people are creating their own, like the custom ones, and a lot of people just, recreate those Mini in the Mr. Bean fashion, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. And I really like it always if you get inspired by something that's pop cultural. I really like that. But at what time did you watch Mr. Bean the first time?
Oh, when I was a child, I don't know, 10 years, like something like that, when I was 10.
Yeah.
Really, I don't remember. I'm 42 right now. So
you look much younger. When you were 10 or 11 on the roads of Warsaw, do you see Minis, or was it really like only in TV?
From what I remember, not at all. I never saw Mini live, never.
Yeah.
Of course, like you mentioned also at the beginning, there was a lot of Fiats, those 126p Fiats. They are maybe not the similar ones, but some kind, yes? Because
the concept is nearly same.
Yeah, the concept is almost the same, but I think like the first Fiat 126p was created around 1976, something like that. But Mini, the first one is 1969. So the Fiat is younger one. Yeah. So, but again, in Poland, yes, there was a lot of Fiats, like millions of that.
Yeah,
I never saw Mini then.
When was the start where you remembered the time you had by watching Mr. Bean and you said, Mikołaj, I would like to have a Mini myself?
So it's a really simple story. When I, passed the test for the driving license,
Yes.
So just after that, I think of,
One question, you do this with 18 also in Poland?
Yes, 18.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, we can start, like the preparation for the exam when I'm around 17, and then,
Yeah.
but the exam, yes, it have to be done when I am 10.
Okay.
But then, so then I thought, what car I can buy. Yes, just as the beginning. Of course, so it's like that, my parents helped me with all the money and stuff like that. So then I just wanted to buy like the simple, small car just to, drive around with my friends and stuff like that. Yeah. But there was already something there because, I started searching and I started with Smart.
Okay.
So it was something there about the little cars.
Yeah, fascination.
So So then, yes, I already had a test drive with the Smart. Yes. And then I just think of, and then, probably something with this TV series, Mr. Bean. There was something, like I said, at the back of my head that, come on, this car, it's something special, it's something that is not normal, on the roads, So then I thought, wow, maybe something different, because I always want to do something different.
Yes.
So maybe this is also something different. So I started to, Google it, and I saw already that there is some kind of the, passion about that with the people. There is some club. Yes, people are, talking about that. Yes. So, and so then I thought, come on, I go for it. Yeah. So I going to buy a Mini. And then even before I bought a Mini, I already signed up to the Mini Klub Polska. Yeah. So then I saw that there is the people behind that. And this was also like the push for me to buy something different. Yes. To meet those different people. Yeah.
But tell me, what was the first then? What was your first Mini?
I still got it. Of course, it's a little bit, rebuilt and refreshed because it was in 2015.
Yeah.
So in 2015, I bought my first car. It was like the color, it was like the blue, purple, the mix of the colors. It wasn't something like the, there are also with the Minis, there are some special editions of those cars. But this was like the just simple standard one.
Yeah.
But it got like the rooftop roldach, rooftop like open roof.
Folded roof.
Yes, it was folded roof. It was also something special. And probably that's it. Yeah. So, but it was like the totally normal random Mini.
Yeah, but which generation was it? Like which year? Because that's very important, I think, for Mini owners, right?
Yeah. So I cannot say it by loud probably, but the paper said that, it's from 1988.
Okay.
Of course, there were some problems with the body because it's a normal stuff with the Minis that, that the body is the weakest point there.
Yes.
So, of course, after buying this Mini, the first trip was to the body shop, yes, to repair some kind of the floor, some stuff on the floor. So this was like the first drive then. But after that, it goes smoothly till today, yeah.
Yeah, mega. I mean, this is like... the way it all somehow started. And I mean, the car has changed. You don't see it so much, but the car has changed quite a lot, I have to say.
Yeah.
And I think this is the way at that time, and I mean, that's for me quite clear. It went through many, many iterations in the name change and stuff like this. Mm-hmm. But in the end, if it was BMC or British Leland, the car kept the shape a bit like this, and you had all the spin-offs as well. And I always had a big heart for it. And then, I mean, it was actually like Sir Alec Isigonis has like thought about it, in my opinion. Yeah. And then also came the modern times.
Yeah, and like you said, so of course, there were like few different factories that created those that manufactured those Minis. Like you said, Leyland, Rover, because in my papers it said like Mini Rover. Yes, that's it. Yes, so of course it was a mixed. Yes, because probably it should be Rover Mini, but in my papers this Mini Rover. But doesn't matter. Yeah, but a lot of factories created, and not only in Great Britain, also there was like factory in Italy. Yes, but again, the shape of the Mini, the shape of this Mini is the same.
Yes,
from 69 till the 2000.
Absolutely. Yeah? So this car is still in your possession, you said, and how many Minis were in between? Like the start until now?
No, It's still, I didn't sell. I just rebuilt it, this car, so I still own it. Of course, different color, different style, different look. We can talk about this later, but I still got it. Yes?
Yeah.
And then during the years, I bought the second one, the Clubman Estate. So those people who knows what we are talking about is a different Mini. Of course, still in the same area, yes, but of course, there were some different looks on the Mini. So the Clubman is especially a different one because the nose of the Mini, the front of the Mini is a different, the more square one, not the round one like in the standard Mini. And again, it's Estate, so like a more family car.
More practical, even more practical.
Let's say like that.
You mentioned, and I think this is something that we touch here in this podcast also a lot, is like the fact of, the car is one part of the passion, it's one part of the things you love, but actually, and you mentioned it, it's the people that you meet through the car.
Yeah.
And now I think we come to one of the, and maybe not everyone is aware, but the Mini Club Polska is one of the most active ones in the club scene, I would say.
Thank you.
Because you guys do so many great things. But I mean, before that, had you ever thought about joining a club? Was this something for you, or you thought, a club is more like bowling for elderly people?
No. So I'm very like I really like people always. So it was like really one of the biggest factors also to buy a mini car, yes, to join this community. Yes, we have only one club in Poland that joined those people that enjoyed this passion.
Yeah.
So Mini Club Polska is the only club that we have in Poland.
For this club, I know we know of two generations of minis. We have the pre-BMW and post-BMW time.
Yeah.
Am I welcome with a new mini in the Mini Club Polska?
In around those 2000s, yes, when the BMW bought the Mini and then just created the new BMW Mini. But again, probably in Poland there was not so many new Minis there. Yes, I know that some of the Mini Club Polska members, one or two people there have those new Minis, but still it was not a lot of those cars on the street still.
Yeah,
nowadays it's very popular, the Mini, the new Mini. But there are also people that buy new Mini cars because they like it and they like this community also.
Yeah. And I can tell you, I just want to jump in on exactly what you said, because Mini people, and also for me, I don't make the distinction about the classic Mini owners and the new Mini owners, because they have one thing in common. The level of love for the car is incredible, and I think you don't see it with like other cars, which they really have a very strong relation to their cars. And if you look back, also the way they are creative around the car. So I think the Mini community has always been super creative, in my opinion, with all the things they've done. Because, I mean, they were always the underdogs, right?
Yeah.
Even if you go later on for John Cooper Works at the high end. But you've always been like a bit of the underdog. Everyone likes you kind of in traffic because you just drive a Mini. No matter, of course, a classic a bit more because it has this like childish, playful approach. Yeah. But I think Mini, until today, if you look at the backlights with the Union Jack inspiration on it and all these kind of things. So for me,
so it's also funny, yes, that there are the BMW Minis, those new Minis with the Union Jack on the roof.
Yeah, because it's British heritage.
Yeah, true.
So, and I think the BMW group did something very well, and they understood, and same with Rolls-Royce, they understood how to keep the idea and the image of a car connected to its history.
Yeah.
And so coming back to my very first question.
Yeah.
So the majority at the Mini Club Polska are classics, would you say?
Right now, it's like the really 50-50, I can say.
Yeah. But that's fantastic. I like that.
I know those people that, mostly those people that own the classic ones, yes. But again, in club, in general, yes. So I can say like a 50-50.
Yeah.
Without those new Minis, probably the old classic Mini clubs will not exist, yes.
Absolutely. But now, I think a very important year will be the year 2026 for the Mini Club Polska. because you will, as a club and also some members and others, will help to organize the International Mini Meeting 2026. Wow.
It's a really big thing for us, you know. So also you have to remember that this is after 20 years we're coming back to Poland, because we already had one international mini meeting in 2006.
Yeah.
And I was already there. So it was my first IMM.
Yes.
IMM in 2006 in Poland. And after 20 years, so we have like this 20, anniversary IMM in Poland. Yes. We, as a Mini Klub Polska and as organizer, as the IMM community, chose us to organize this big event.
And was it like a vote or?
It's always like that 2 years before the next IMM. So we are voting together on the community of the presidents of the clubs on those international mini meetings. Yes, of course, they raise their hands and just they decide there which club or which country will be the next holder of the IMM.
Yeah, I like that.
It was great for me, yes, especially for me, yes, because from what I know, yes, we are 4 people, yes, who are organizing this IMM, and I'm the only one who was there in 2006,
Nice.
also helping the organizers to do this event. There.
So a very important role for you as well.
Yeah.
But for those listeners who never heard about the IMM, so the International Mini Meeting, how would you describe it in a few sentences? And what makes it different maybe to other car meets?
The easiest, of course, explanation is the biggest mini meeting in the world. We have to say, yeah. So it's not like in the Europe only, in the world, yeah. So of course, and in every year, yeah, we go to a different country for this IMM. And for example, yes, every 5 years there's an anniversary, yes, of course, of the creation of the mini. So every 5 years we go to UK. And then on this UK or even in Germany, so probably those 2 countries organizing the biggest events, yes, because probably the most people are from the Germany and from the UK. And on those mini meetings, there are like 5,000 minis.
Really?
So we can say 7,000 people, really. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying that this is like the biggest mini meeting in the world of the minis. Of course, in the countries like Poland, others like Italy, Spain, there will be no 5,000, but still 2,000, 3,000. It's always like that.
And when you said it already happened 20 years ago, where did it all start? Do you know when was the first International Mini Meeting?
It was like in 70s, I think, even. Yes? So you can imagine that, the creation of the Mini was 1961, and they already started in 70s, something like that.
Okay.
And what I can say maybe about the IMM, for me, yes, it's not about the IMM itself, but it's about the drive to this IMM, the road. This is like this something that is fun.
And do you organize yourself with like people joining? Like, do you build groups to go there? Like
Sure. Yes, when we are going to this IMMs, across the Europe, yes, we are trying, of course, to do it together. Yes, not to drive by yourself there. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm very people person. I like people. So this is something important. Yes, when we can do something together. Yeah.
Mikołaj, tell me, what is the program for 2026? Is there anything you can share already with us? So what to expect?
Yeah, no, in general, how it looks like in general. Yeah, so of course, yes, we gather on the first day, and then the IMM ends on Monday. Let's say Monday, yes, because on Monday we already leave.
But which date?
The date of our IMM
on 26th.
Let me check. It's like between last weekend of May. So it's 27th of May till the 1st of June.
And where does it happen next year?
It's happening in Leszno. So
Where's
it's
that?
a small city, Leszno, on the airport, between Wrocław and Poznań. Yes, between Wrocław, just in the middle, yes?
Yeah.
But, coming back to your question, yes, what we are doing there. So in general, yes, of course, the gate is open on Thursday.
Yes.
And we just group there, of course, the whole IMM is under tents.
Yeah.
So everybody have to pick, take the tents with you, and everything is under the tents.
Yes.
And then, what is the the most important point of those meetings? Is just to meet your friends,
Exactly.
talk to each other, sit, drink coffee and
Water.
coffee and tea, water, of course, lying under the cars, checking what's there,
Yes.
buying some new stuff for your minis, and have a great party in the evening.
Mega.
We also try to have some trips, maybe to even Poznań, to Wrocław, to Leszno, to other beautiful, cities around the Leszno. There are beautiful museums, even like the Classic Car Museum, one of the biggest in Europe. And we are in Leszno, on the airport Leszno. It's not like the, fully like the airport with tarmac road. Yes, it's like the grass airport. But of course, it's fully operational airport. And they are also offering a lot of great things there. Yes? You can rent a balloon, you can rent even airplane. Yes, you can rent parachutes. Everything is there.
Lots of fantastic things to do. So it's minis, friends, parts, food, and lots of other cool
Drinks.
things. And drinks, obviously.
And of course, check those minis, yes, because like you said, it's not like the ordinary like the minis from the factories, but like people are changing them, in a different fashion. Really, so many amazing things. Yes, they trying to put different engines there, different stuff inside. They cutting it, do it like the limo from them.
Yes,
everything. Even someone put the bathtub inside the mini. Yeah? So can you imagine? It's a lot of stuff, yeah.
This is exactly the mini creativity I love around the mini community. And I think that's very important. But I would like to address also the historical theme a little bit. For example, on the IMM meeting, how important is also to showcase or represent the mini history?
Yeah, so we are trying, of course, there is also a huge history about the racing, yes, like the Monte Carlo mini, yeah, so we also wanted to show, the history of the racing, mini racing. And of course, the new minis, and next year it will be like 25th anniversary of showing up the first BMW mini, so also there will be something like there for the history of new mini.
Yeah,
but also
perfect.
we know that the mini was presented on the Paris-Dakar race.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff, a lot of history there. Yes, with the mini.
Yeah.
My first mini that I still own, I just recreated for the race as a race car. Yeah. So this is also very important stuff for me. So, but because the classic mini and the new mini, they are really. Maybe not that they are not designed for that, but they are very, very good with the racing.
I mean, look at Goodwood Revival when we have the races with the big V8 Powers American cars against these small, tiny little minis. And I mean, Mr. Swift, one of the most successful racers in Goodwood with his mini. Obviously, it's not the original engine in it, otherwise he could not compete. But I mean, corner speed is much better than in a Ford Galaxy or in a Ford Fairlane.
For sure,
and this is amazing to see. I mean, I remember this fantastic race. I don't know the year, but there was Tom Christensen in a Ford Fairlane, I think, or Galaxy, I'm not sure, against one of the minis. And it was like a head-to-head race. Yeah. Amazing.
In our community, yes, we have like the amateur racing stuff. Yes, so we are driving around Poland, so to race on some kind of the circuits. So I can see it there that if, my mini, I got right now today, I have the 1.0 engine there. So it's, I don't know how many, 35, maximum 40 horsepowers.
Yes.
And of course, on the straight road, every car, overpass me. But on the corners, even the cars which have like, 250 horsepowers, it's not the same. On the corners, I'm the faster. Really, yeah. So it's like the go-kart.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Absolutely.
So that's why, yes, we can compete with those, bigger cars.
No, I mean, as we said, I mean, we saw Paddy Hopkirk in Monte Carlo winning the first time on a Mini. Then we have Rauno Aaltonen repeating this success. So I think Mini has so many facets, and this is also what I said. Coming back to the point, Mini drivers are just different. I want to say, I want to state that, and in the most positive way, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Let us come to a little part that is very close to my heart of this podcast. It's called the Classic Heart Pit Stop. And the pit stop is a series of questions where we have to choose very quickly this or that. Are you ready?
Sure. Shoot.
Okay. Mr. Bean or the Italian Job?
Mr. Bean. But okay. It was tricky one.
Yeah, I know.
But Mr. Bean.
Polish back roads or European motorways?
Let's say Polish roads.
Wrenching in the garage or driving flat out?
Wrenching in the garage.
Camping at the IM or hotel?
No, come on. Camping 100%.
Early morning drive or late night drive out?
Early morning drive.
Original patina or custom look?
Custom look.
Driving alone or with passengers?
Driving alone.
Music on while driving or off?
Off.
Mountain pass or coastal road?
Mountain path for sure.
Manual gearbox or automatic comfort?
Come on. Manual for sure 100%.
Winter drive on snow or summer drive on tarmac?
Summer drive on tarmac.
Mini or Clubman?
Mini.
It's the last one.
Mini.
Thank you very much. That was the last of our pit stops.
Yeah, it's difficult because, on every of those questions, I have the long story behind the answer, yeah?
Absolutely. But let's jump into it. I ask you about wrenching in the garage or driving flat out. So working on the cars in the garage, is that something like a therapy for you? Is that your happy place?
Of course, with my race Mini, the first one is I race with it, so we can imagine that probably I can go flat out with the Mini, but it's not the purpose of this car to go flat out, so that's why probably I choose the answer about the garage. Also, I choose it because I have to go to my colleagues and then repair it maybe together. So that's why I choose this answer. Yes, because this is something also with the community and also with the owning of the classic car that you really have to go under your car to know what's there. Yeah.
And then you said, I would like rephrase that a little bit to say, if you come to the IMM, the real enjoyment and the real experience is to camp and not sit in a hotel or bed and breakfast.
No. So like the root of the being on the IMM it's being on site. Yes.
Yeah.
So of course you can be on site and of course you can be in the hotel. So I totally understand that. Yes, because if everyone wants sometimes to be in a good place. Yes, with the luxury bed and towels and everything. But again, then you have the evening party. But then when you are on the IMM under tents on the camping site, it's a totally different experience.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the mini gatherings, tents on site, this is it. Yes, when you are waking up with the engines that people are starting, their minis on 6 a.m. or even earlier. Yes, or so all the experience when you are on the IMM on site, it's something that you cannot compare to anything. Yeah.
I just want everyone who might open their calendars now to check when the date is. So the IMM Poland 2026 will be from the 28th of May to the 1st of June.
Yes.
So if you want to join, find out at your local club where to go and what to do. And it will be at the airport in Leszno.
So really, I really encourage you to be there. Yes, in the IMM Poland. So we really encourage you guys to buy tickets for that, because you have to remember, when we are organizing IMM, it's not about that there is some kind of organization that they are organizing something and we are just helping them. No,
It's you.
It's you, also you, that when you are buying tickets, you are organizing this, yes? So without you, the IMM will be not there, not only in Poland, but in next years.
Mikołaj, the nicest advertising I ever heard. And I mean, it's clear that the support is needed, because it's not like that commercial thing is just to help the IMM going on. And also without the great help of the club members from Poland, this will not happening. And so, as I said, I'm super excited to see some content coming out of the IMM. And I would like to say thank you, Mikołaj, for joining us today and sharing very passionately what happens at the IMM. And you know what? In this case, what happens at the IMM should not stay at the IMM.
No.
So share as much as possible.
Yeah.
Mikołaj, I wish you very, very big times in your small cars and a great finish line of the year 2025. And thank you for joining us. It was really like something very special.
Thank you very much also. Yes, it was a pleasure to be with you guys. So, but again, remember, check our webpage, check our social media on Facebook and Instagram, IMM 2026 Poland. Be there.
Absolutely. Be there or be square, as we say.
Yeah.
And of course, if you like what you hear, do us a favor and let's beat the algorithm together by subscribing on the platform you're listening to us. It could be YouTube, it could be Apple, whatever you guys are using, you're more welcome to do so. And also, you will never miss one of our future episodes. And you can also browse through a rich archive of past editions of our podcast. And obviously, this podcast will not be happening without a great team behind it. I would like to thank Friederike von Königswald, our editor, Jan van Dijk, who keeps all the ends together as our producer, and of course, the great team, Marcus and Alex from Scenario Studio in Munich. Thank you all very much. And thank you very much, and keep happy miniing. So thank you very much, Mikołaj. It was such a pleasure. Cześć, I would say.
Thank you. Cześć. Thank you. Danke.
Bye-bye.
Bye.